Oi!
Oi!
Oi, oi, oi!
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 Oi, oi, oi! We are the group 1.
We are the group 1
We are the group 1.
and we can defeat.
Because we got the power
To knock off your feet.
Oh, tingin-tingin mo dyan. Gusto mo? Asa ka. Hey, umalis ka nga. Kairita. Papasok ba si Sir? May hilas ba ngayon? Lesson na naman? Kairita. Sino may module 1 and 2 dyan? Wala. Sir, masakit po yung ulo ko. Gumagawa po ako ng video para sa science. Po, totoo nga po. Po, salamat po, sir.
So boring. What should I do? Oh, I just watch on TV. I wonder what's up.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's time to play Family Feud. Presenting with the host, Miss Elizabeth Hasselby. Give her a round of applause.
Good afternoon, everyone. How are you? Welcome to Family Feud. I'm your host for today, Elizabeth Hasselby. Welcome aboard. Today, we're gonna go to the sun. Why? To learn the expeditious, contagious, extraordinary solar system. Of course, we will go there at night time because it is hot on the sunny day, right? And I must say, we've got a good game ahead of us today. From Solar City, it's the Bato family. And from Universe City, it's the Rock family. Everybody's here trying to win the job. Some lot of cash and the possibility to get out of here with 100 credit and ELL. Nika, Ivy, let's go! Alright guys, top 4 answers on the board. If I were to research about the steady-state theory, what well-known names would I encounter?
Thomas Gold.
Thomas Gold. Ivy, play or pass?
Play.
Hi, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
If I were to research about the steady-state theory, what well-known names would I encounter?
I would say James Dean.
James Dean. Next up, if I were to research about the steady-state theory, what well-known names would I encounter?
I don't know. Edwin Hubble.
Edwin Hubble. Okay, we got our first strike. May. If I were to research about the steady-state theory, what well-known names would I encounter?
Herman Bond.
Herman Bondi. On our last item, get this right and win. Get it wrong, you'll get your second strike. Means Rock family gets to play. If I were to research about the steady-state theory, what well-known names would I encounter?
I'll go with Fred Hoyles.
Fred Hoyles. Let's head on to our second question. Rhea, Desiree, come on here. Top 7 in the board. Study an oscillating universe. Give words relating to this concept.
Collapses.
Collapse. Rhea.
I'll say hotter and brighter.
Rhea, play or pass?
We'll play.
You ready, lovely?
Absolutely.
Study an oscillating universe. Give words relating to this concept.
I'll go with Big Bang.
Big Bang. Chari. Study an oscillating universe. Give words relating to this concept.
Expansion of matter.
Expansion of matter. We're back with you again. Study an oscillating universe. Give words relating to this concept.
Stop and contract.
Stop and contract. Last 2 and still no strikes. Studying oscillating universe. Give words relating to this concept.
Let's have Big Crunch.
Big crunch. We're now on our last item, lovely. Studying oscillating universe. Give words relating to this concept.
Let's end this with a never-ending cycle.
A never-ending cycle. Give me Lovely and Catherine. Step 7 on the board. Third question. If I will study the Big Bang Theory, give possible words that I will encounter.
Began from a single point smaller than atom.
Began from a single point smaller than an atom. Catherine, play or pass?
Will play.
If I will study the Big Bang Theory, give possible words that I will encounter.
Extremely hot and dense.
Extremely hot and dense. Ivy, if I will study the Big Bang Theory, give possible words that I will encounter.
It is expanding outward.
Expanding outward. Nesri, if I will study the Big Bang Theory, give possible words that I will encounter.
I don't know. Richard Thomas?
Richard Thomas. We got our first strike. One more and Bato family will get a chance to play. If I will study the Big Bang Theory, give possible words that I will encounter.
Cooled to form objects.
Cold to form objects. 3 more on the board and 1 strike made. If I will study the Big Bang Theory, give possible words that I will encounter.
Explosion, not expansion.
Explosion, not expansion. Nika, if I will study the Big Bang Theory, give possible words that I will encounter.
You say began 12 billion years ago.
Began 12 billion years ago. Number 5, still expanding. Number 6, expansion, not explosion. And last, number 7, the bang from Big Bang is the implosion. Now, for our last question, Chari, May, let's go. Top 4 answers on the board. Name the 4 spheres of the Earth.
Geosphere.
Geosphere. Chari, play or pass?
Will play.
Name the 4 spheres of the Earth.
Biosphere.
Biosphere. Name the 4 spheres of the Earth.
Hydrosphere.
Hydrosphere. Last item on the board. Name the 4 spheres of the Earth.
Atmosphere, Elizabeth.
Atmosphere. Now, let us compute the total points. Bato family garnered a total of 123 points, while Rock family have 87 points. Total, which means Bato family will proceed to a round 2 for a chance to win 100 grade and ELS. Bato family, choose your representative. For the final round, I will give you different questions and you need to answer all of it correctly within 1 minute. Are you ready?
Yes.
Begin in 3, 2, 1. Theory that explains that the solar system was developed from a primitive nebula.
Nebular hypothesis.
Theory that assumes that the sun was formed before the planet.
Encounter hypothesis.
Theory that states that a whirling cloud of gas or dust becomes a planet by condensation during formation of a solar system.
Protoplanet hypothesis.
4 layers of geosphere.
Crust, mantle, inner core, and outer core.
Hydrosphere is composed of what?
Water.
6 layers of the atmosphere.
Troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, ionosphere, and exosphere.
Biosphere is termed as?
Zone of life.
Wow, that was so fast. I can't believe it. And now to report the result. Shari, your total time is 46 seconds. Congratulations, you just won 500,000 pesos and 100 grade and ELS.
Are you ready?
Welcome to our game show for boys, the Mr. Q&A.
In this game, 4 boys will be competing for the first round. 3 boys will be competing for the second round, and 2 boys will be competing for the final round. For competing for the Mr. Q&A round, so good luck to our boys.
Don't forget the rules that every time you answer, you should say, I believe. Okay, let's introduce our candidates. Candidate number 1.
A pleasant afternoon, everyone. Alexander Borromeo, 16, all the way from West Rambo, Makati City, that will review the saying, kung di niya ako gusto, kawawa naman siya.
Candidate number
Akira Josh Alfred, 16 years old, from the city of love. I believe in a phrase, wapo man ako sa inyong paningin, tama kayo dyan.
Candidate number 3.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Martin Chelo from Barangay Rizal. Naniniwala ako sa kasabihang hindi baling naman, basta hindi pagod.
And finally, our candidate number 4.
Hi, my name is Salvador O. Gabriel III, and I'm 16 years old, and I'm from Pitogo, Makati City. Naniniwala ako sa kasabihan na ang buhay ay parang bato, matigas, pero sa English, hard. Thank you.
Let's start the first round. For the first round, you'll be given a question and you must click the microphone icon for you to answer. The first person to click the microphone icon will have the chance to answer. And if your answer is wrong, the other candidates will be given a chance to answer. So let's start.
Round 1.
For the first question, these are the so-called building blocks of rocks.
I believe we have discussed this. I believe this is in the branch of geology, and I believe this is minerals.
Minerals? Minerals is Tumpak Gunner. Congratulations, candidate number 1 will be moving on to the next round.
For the second question, to consider a substance a mineral, it should have a blank structure.
I believe this is a word. I believe this is part of a sentence. And I believe this is solid.
Solid is the rock gunner. Candidate number 3 and number 4 has a chance to answer.
I'll repeat the question. To consider a substance a mineral, it should have a blank structure.
I believe the synonym of this word is glassy. I believe this is another word for clear and transparent, and I believe this is crystalline.
Crystalline is Tumpak Gunner. Candidate number 3 will be moving on to the next round.
For the third question, there are blank minerals but only a few occur as a rock-forming mineral.
I believe you can count this. I believe this is numbers, and I believe it is over 3,000.
Over 3,000 is the rock gunner. Candidate number 2, you can still have a chance to answer.
I believe this is countable. I believe will complete the sentence, and I believe this is 4,897.
Your answer is 4,987. 4,987 is ligwak ganun. None of you got the correct answer. Move on.
For the third question, minerals have criteria as follows: solid, inorganic, fixed chem formula, crystalline structure, and
I believe this is natural, and I believe this is occur, and I believe this is naturally occurring.
Naturally opaque ganun. Congratulations to the three candidates who won for the first round. Thank you, candidate number 2, for playing.
You're welcome. I thank you.
let's move on.
Round 2.
This round, 3 of you should give an example of minerals And if you are out of examples, you will be eliminated, and the two men remaining will move on to the final round.
Let's start with candidate number 1.
I believe I stand right.
I believe feldspar.
I believe quartz.
I believe Mika.
I believe halite.
Is it amber?
Amber is ligwak ganun. And you forgot the I believe. Thank you so much, candidate number 4, for participating in our game.
Thank you.
Now moving on for the
Final round.
for this round, you'll be given a question and you have only 1 minute to answer. And if you hear this sound, then your time is already done.
Final round.
Let's start with candidate number 1. Here's the question. What are the physical properties of minerals and what its purpose?
I believe that the physical properties of minerals are ano, oh my, I just can't believe that I got to be in the final round. So the physical properties,
Sorry, candidate number 1. You've run out of time in answering the question. Okay, let's hear the answer of candidate number 3. I'll repeat the question. What are the physical properties of minerals and what its purpose?
I believe that the physical properties of minerals are luster, perline, and rocks generally implies radiance and brilliance, color that varies according how it's formed, and the most obvious property. Strict, the finely powdered rock left behind when rubbed on a rough surface. Hardness, the resistance of a mineral to scratch where measures the bonding of strengths between atoms. And lastly, cleavage or fracture. The tendency to break into flat sheets and tendency to break into rough pieces and I think it.
Candidate number 3, your answer is tumpak gunner. You are the Mr. Q&A for today's game show.
Congratulations, candidate number 2. Thank you for all the players who participated.
And we are the hosts for today's game show. Bangs Ryan.
I'm Annie.
Now signing off for today's game show.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
I'm still bored. Cool. How about I watch some vlogs?
Good day everyone, I am your archaeologist, Nestor UN, vlogging for today. Today, we're going to rocks. We're going to unbox a different kind of rocks. But first, what is rocks? Rocks are mixtures of volcanic glass, organic matters, different minerals, etc. And rocks are classified according to their original formation. So let's go! So let's see what's inside this box. Wow, there are many rocks in here. So let's also. These rocks are what we call granite. Granite, a type of igneous rocks, which is plutonic igneous rocks, where they cool down slowly because of the temperature beneath the earth, and it takes 1,000,000 years to solidify. Okay, the second rock I'll be going to show you is this one. An obsidian, huh? Did you know that these rocks are example of volcanic igneous rocks, another type of igneous rocks, which is opposite to plutonic rocks because this rock is quickly solidified because of the low temperature of the Earth's surface. So the third rock I'm going to show you is this one. Is this the Brescia sedimentary rock? So nice, huh? So this rock is an example of plastic sedimentary rocks from Brescia. So this rock is made up of pieces or also known as clasts from pre-existing rocks due to weathering and build and lithify. So the fourth stone I'm going to show you is this one. The prettiest stone for me. This is the gypsum chemical sedimentary rock or also type of sedimentary rock. Did you know that this stone is formed from the precipitation of material or the supertoid of solid from liquid? So the next stone I'm going to show you is this one. A limestone! So this is limestone. This is an organic sedimentary rock and another type of sedimentary. Did you know that this rock is made up of sedimentary debris due to process, and this contains fossil of plants and animals? So the sixth stone I'm going to show you is this one. A marble stone. This is not something new to us because this is so familiar. And this stone is kind of metamorphic rock. Did you know that this rock is non-foliated text met rocks, and this produced by exposure, by heat and pressure, and yet they don't have layered or band appearance. So the last rock that we have here is Genis or gneiss rock. And this is again a kind of metamorphic rock. And this is the foliated texture met rock and exposure to heat and directed to pressure. And these have layer and band in appearance. And yet there are all the rocks in here.
These are the igneous rocks, which magma cooling to form igneous rocks. They call this process an exothermic process. So the examples are the granite and obsidian. So the next is the sedimentary rocks. They mostly exposed on the surface and they form when sediment is compacted and cemented. Together, the examples are breccia, gypsum, and limestone. Last but not the least, the metamorphic rocks, where the old rocks are forcefully changed into new kind. This process is called metamorphism. The examples are marble and gneiss.
And yet, that's all for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you learned something about different types of rocks. I'm your archaeologist, Nasri.
Subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos. Stay safe and stay healthy. Muiskskskskksks.
Starting molten rock, also harder, forming igneous views now exposed to weathering and also erosion. Now it breaks down, now our rocks turn to sediments. This is rock cycle. This is rock cycle. Next up, sediments, rock moved by pressure and then heat, hardened, membered, and litified. Sedimentary rock has changed structure. Metamorphism is now taking place. This is rock cycle. This is rock cycle. Lasting over old rock, new rock, what it is, turning back to magma by crystallized. Now we're back to first phase, rock cycle, and everything will happen all over again. This
I still